Keshiho Renee Begay Leshinaho Kolota Kodean Kakeli Kwawan Chatla. My name is Renee Begay, and I belong to Sandhill Crane Clan, and I'm a child of the Eagle Clan, and I am a member of the Pueblo of Zuni.
My name is Stephanie Goins, and I'm living in South Carolina, but my heritage is European. I've been married for a long time, 45 years. And Renee and I are both faculty with NAIITS, an Indigenous learning community.
What we wanted to share, I guess, about the class that we teach is kind of the way that we've designed the class. It's called Living in a Good Way. And one of the things that we've intentionally put into the class has been opening up our class time with a breathing exercise. So like we'll take a couple minutes to just kind of do a grounding activity, do some breathing. And then we've also invited students to share their I Am From poem.
And the I Am From poem is a really interesting way to introduce yourself in a very in-depth manner and also very personal manner, where you start off talking about I am from, and you kind of finish the sentence with, for instance, I am from a people who love to sing and a people who enjoy art and good food. So that's been a really wonderful practice in our classroom, because we've been able to get to know students in a way that I don't think we would have gotten to know them before. And it just to what Renee was saying about starting off our class with breath work, what we emphasize over and over again is that we are trying to grow in self-awareness. And so first we begin with our own bodies and just the breathing and what that feels like, and getting ourselves centered and grounded. And we want to encourage students how important that is, because what we are learning about ourselves and how we are growing in ourselves is what we can give off to other people.
Mm-hmm. And within that class is also designed the mindset that healing comes with within community. And so with even our discussions about classwork or the readings that we're going through, there's this emphasis in understanding that healing happens within community. So even within our classwork, there's this like mini community that we're bringing our stories together. And as we're sharing the I Am From poems, my start off poem line is like, I am from the deep red mesas of the desert. So something like that already has a tie into land, place, location, and it informs who we are as a people, as an identity. And so bringing those stories into the classroom or the virtual classroom, we're able to take those stories, hold it together, and be able to help each other in that process of what does it look like to heal, and what does it look like to look at ourselves in a good way, in the way Creator designed us to be. And then from there, how do we go off of that start off point? So another thing that we've utilized in the class is the use of pause. So recognizing when there is kind of like a break in the vibe of our class, or like if there's disruption happening. Yeah. And that showed up very clearly after the election. Our class was the day after election, and you could feel the virtual vibe that something was happening. And we had a guest speaker, poor thing, like she was doing a good job trying to share. And you could tell that all of us just weren't on our regular vibe to be able to receive the words that she was sharing. And so we implemented that practice of pause. So after she shared her wonderful teaching, we said thank you. And then when she left, we said, okay, let's pause. And we can tell that something's happening. We're not going to do the regular reading discussions or like the regular flow of class, talking about readings and articles and all that stuff. But we're noticing what's happening. Let's pause and let's talk about it. And so And that's one of the, I guess, kind of the things that we've implemented into our class too, is to just be aware and use pause whenever we see something happening. Lastly, what we're learning with even just being faculty with NAIITS, an Indigenous learning community, we're learning what does it look like to pursue this practice of learning how to live in a good way with ourselves, learning how to live in a good way in right relationship with God, with other people, and also with the rest of creation. So like if that includes the land and everything else that's around us, what does that look like for all of us? And so we're constantly learning about what that looks like theology-wise and academic-wise, but we're also practicing it in real time too.
Yeah.